Ladies and gentlemen, this is a professional featherweight bout. Now please welcome your fighter in the blue corner. He weighed in at 65.9 kilograms. He has an unbeaten professional record of 4 wins with no losses. Representing Cage Steel and Allegiance MMA from Murfield, Furness. And now for his opponent in the red corner. He weighed in at 65.9 kilograms. He has a professional record of 4 wins with 1 loss. Representing Team Yazamazu from Newcastle, Ogle!
Oh, I can't wait for this one. Ogle versus Jay Furness. Featherweight pro MMA fight.
Jay Furness is looking lean for this fight.
Absolutely. I heard he only fought a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's not on the same cheesecake diet as Danny Mitchell. That dude is ripped. It's going to be interesting to see what the game plans are here. They're both excellent grapplers, so are they going to want to stand or what?
Well, most of Jay Furness's fights have actually been via submission. He loves his rear naked chokes. Calm and collected is Jay Furness.
I know Andy Ogle's hits hard. He trains with Sean Casey, one of the top boxing coaches in the Northeast. I know he's going to have good hands. He's going to be sharp.
Furness always seems calm and collected at first, just picking the right time for him to make his shot. Right leg kick there by Furness.
Both guys are looking sharp in the stand-up though. Considering they're both known as grapplers, the hands are looking excellent.
I think for the first time though in Furness's career and his pro MMA record, this might be the first time he's really been matched up appropriately in this division. I mean, I think he's being very conservative with his stance. And the two go for a clinch.
The pace is starting to pick up now.
Furness has Ogle up against the cage.
This is, however, Andy Ogle's first fight at featherweight, so it's going to be interesting to see how that affects him. He's actually came down from middleweight a few years ago, the welterweight, the lightweight recently, and now featherweight. So, is the cut going to be too much for him, or is it a good fit for him?
Furness standing his ground here. Foot stomp there by Furness. He's got him really pressed up against the cage. He's going to try and go for a double. Oh, and he's got it. Great takedown there by Furness.
Excellent.
And he has his back.
Straight
Furness
away,
has his back.
so fast. One of the things I love about Furness is he's so aggressive with his takedown attempts. He's constantly working for them once he's going for it.
Great wrestling background and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background as Furness. North-south position now.
This position's a bit awkward, isn't it?
Ogle is sitting Furness's body, trying to soften him up with a few blows.
This really is an awkward position. They both wrap around each other with their legs. I haven't seen anything like this before in an MMA fight. It's weird.
I'm gonna have to be right there with you on that one, Jack. This is extremely unusual. But you know, Furness seems to be remaining calm, even though he's got the least favourite position. And the two scramble, and now they're going to be back on their feet. Furness goes to try and take him down again, and succeeds. He has Ogle pressed up against the cage.
Well, Andy Ogle trying wall walk now.
And they're back on their feet. Great wall walk there from Ogle.
I think that's going to be the case this fight though. It's going to be back and forward. They're both going to try and get back to the feet. They're both going to try and stay on top.
Well, I also think it's obviously quite early in the fight. Both fighters still haven't managed to feel each other out yet. I think there's still plenty of time to go before they can start deciding what their game plan is.
Absolutely.
Very nice takedown there by Ogle. Looking to even things out. Close guard by Furness.
Will Andy Ogle try and pass now, or will he be content to sit and guard and ground and pound from there?
Well, in this position, I'm going to have to lean more towards grounding and pounding.
Huge shot from Ogle there.
Big
Huge.
left hand. Furness ate that out.
Fighting against someone like Furness with a great jiu-jitsu background, it's probably best to just to sit in your guard, posture up and throw punches. When you're passing, you're always going to leave yourself open to submissions.
Well, yeah, you just saw that there. That Ogle just ate an up kick.
I think this is the kind of fight that Ogle wants, though. He wants to stay on top. He wants to grind him out and now hustle him.
Difficult round to score. A few seconds left. And that's the end of our first round. How do you score that one then, Jack?
I'm going to have to give that one to Andy Ogle. He was on top for the most of the round. They both got takedowns. They both had success in the stance exchanges. But the final factor was Andy Ogle was on top for longer. Andy got more ground and pounding. I'll have to give it to him, 10-9.
I'd like to hear what the tutoring in the corner of Furness is going right now. Obviously, we can see both coaches divulging a lot of useful information to their fighters. I think they both know how evenly matched both opponents are. It's going to be interesting to see how it's going to play out in round 2.
They're both from excellent camps as well. Team Azamatsu is one of the best in the northeast. Cage Steel also one of the top ones in the north. Both come from fantastic teams. Both got great coaches. It's going to be interesting to see what they've told the fighters in this round.
And in fact, Furness is actually prone to rolling with the gi actually in his training. Here we go, round 2 in this featherweight bout. Furness versus Ogle. Supremacy FC. Leg kick there by Furness. Ogle comes in with the 1-2. Again, Furness attacking that leg of Ogle. Ogle with the overhand right. And once again, Furness eats it.
Ogle's got huge power in his punches.
Absolutely, there's some really, really class boxing coming out of his arms. And then back to the ground. Ogle there with dominant position. Furness has the half guard.
What I mentioned earlier about the weight cut was Andy Ogle's coming down from lightweight. It could go either way from it. It could affect his condition. He could be unfitter, or it could work in his favour, and he could be a lot stronger than Jay, which it looks like at the minute. He really looks like he's outpowering Jay.
Well, he's been on top most of the time, so that is an extremely fair assessment.
Not just that, but the power in your punches when you come down in weight. Rather than getting hit by a featherweight, you're getting hit by a lightweight.
Well, you know what? I think this is the first time I've actually seen Jay Furness been dominated this much. You know, I think he's finally met his match. Another big scramble there.
Beautiful guard pass there.
Ogle trying with a couple of knees there to the back of Furness. So what's Ogle's game here? He's finding it a little bit difficult to control Furness there on his back. But what would you advise him to do in this situation?
Well, if I was Ogle, I want to stay in his guard, posture up, and just smash him from there. Furness has got excellent jiu-jitsu. Every time you go to pass his guard, you're leaving yourself open for these submissions. It's not worth the risk against someone of Jay Furness's caliber.
As you just said, there we go. Furness there controlling the body of Ogle on top. Shifting to the...
Going for that Peruvian necktie. bit sloppy with the technique.
Unsuccessful. And he paid the price. Ogle on top.
Whenever you try something flash like prove your necktie, you always leave yourself open to give a position. Sometimes it's just not worth it. But unless you're absolutely certain you're going to get it.
Well, you can't blame the guy for trying.
Jay, the blast to Furness, looking really active off his back.
Absolutely. I mean, for a guy that's actually is sort of being dominated in this position, Furness does seem relatively, comfortable. I mean, he's trying many different escapes. They're both trying to reverse it. They're back to their feet. Ogle seems a lot more lighter on his toes at the moment. Furness trying to stalk him to the edge of the cage. Two clinch. Furness seats a couple. Shoots for a takedown.
Jay Furness loves his position though, pinning somebody up against the cage and working his takedowns from there. Ogle though reverses him. And getting Jay with his own medicine.
Furness drops to the ground. I think he's looking for that neck. Trying to tighten it up. Not tight enough. Ogle pops his head out relatively easily. And now he's in a bad spot. Here we go. Furness could risk eating some shots here.
One thing to point out is that they're both in Ogle's corner, so it's going to be working in Ogle's favour with both of Andy's cornermen giving him advice.
In the judges' eyes, though, it seems clear that this round is definitely leaning, obviously, more towards Ogle.
Again, we'll end up winning these awkward positions. That's the round over.
Definitely in that round, that was blatantly much more towards Ogle's side. I mean, he was definitely a lot more successful in controlling Furness in this round. Furness had a couple of attempts at reversing him, couldn't keep the position, and I definitely give that one to Ogle.
So for Jay Furness, what do you think the keys to victory are going to be in this third round, knowing that he's probably down on the judges 2 rounds to 0?
Well, I think he's going to have to change his game plan here if he wants to stand a shot at winning the judges' favour. I think he's going to have to stand and bang. I think he's going to have to trade with the guy. I think he'll end up going for broke. But you know what? We haven't really seen this guy in this sort of position that often before. I mean, he's a lot more used to controlling his opponents, and submitting them, and essentially having his way with them. And this isn't the case with Ogle there. And I think this is frustrating him in a little bit. But for a guy that's dealing with that level of disappointment, he's handling it well. Let's just hope he actually flips it around on him and does something productive with it here in our final round. And a good show of respect there. It's always good to see with MMA. And a left and a right, they're going to start trading here. This could be what I was talking about. Let's see if they let the hands go.
That's what I love about this sport. They go in, they shake hands, they hug, and they start swinging for the fences, trying to knock each other's heads off. I love it.
Oh, excellent combination there, Ogle. Furness there shoots in for the double. Ogle spots it a while away.
Ogle straight working back to his feet.
And he's to his feet again. Let's see how he's going to work the clinch here.
Can Jay get the takedown? And if he can get the takedown, will he be able to keep Ogle down? He's just popping back with his feet when he is getting taken down here.
Well, in this respect, I suppose it's all about what do the judges see as the most noteworthy? Are the takedowns more worthy of their points, or is it actual, ring dominance? Ogle on top here. He's going to throw a couple of shots, hopefully to soften them up. If he's smart, I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna find a way to pass Jay's guard and just pummel him into the cage. Big shot there by Ogle. This is not the best position for Furness to be in.
Ogle's really roughing them up here. This can't be comfortable for Furness.
No, and I think we established that Furness is definitely out of his comfort zone. He's not used to this sort of pressure at the moment.
That's the type of fighter that Andy Ogle is, though. He's in your face, constantly working, putting pressure on you kind of guy. Surely Jay would have expected that, but he wouldn't have expected to possibly be not as strong as Ogle.
Absolutely not. I mean, Ogle is. I think Jay's a smart guy. I think he definitely does research and he knows who he's going to fight. But to this degree, did he expect the pressure to be so full on? Well,
I doubt it.
Exactly. Well, the evidence is right there. Oh, big left hand there by Ogle.
We don't have long left in this round. Jay really needs to pull some out the bag here.
He needs to get on his feet here. Still, it's a great fight. Great fight.
I think this featherweight division really is a good fit for Andy Ogle. He hasn't got tired. He's looked absolutely dominant. It's a good fit for him. I think he should stick with this division.
So do you think he feels the same way about this sort of weight cut, or do you think he's going to stick with this weight class? What do you think?
Yeah, I imagine he'll keep with it. I mean, if he gassed out in the fight or you lost it, you might think differently, but he's looked brilliant in this fight.
Absolutely, he's got a fantastic cardio. Still maintaining that dominating position, softening Furness up with a couple of blows, but nothing seems to be sticking at the moment. Here in the final round. Furness unable to advance his position here, or unable to escape.
It looks like he's trying to work for a leg, Jay Furness, but he's not getting it. Andy Ogle's playing it quite safe. He's taking a risk going for the leg, but he is behind. That's what he needs to do. He needs to take these risks. He's those leg locks.
He's going for broke. He's clearly going for broke here.
Ogle needs to keep on top of him, not take any risks. He's got the fight in the bag.
Absolutely, he's aware of this. He has to know that as soon as that bell goes, it's going to be in his favour. It's just a question of how long he can keep this position up. It doesn't seem that complicated for him that so far. Final seconds here in the final round of this featherweight pro bout.
Andy Ogle is finishing with a flurry of hammer fists.
And there we have it.
Amazing performance from Andy Ogle.
He looked really crisp there in that fight. Furness, was just unable to gain a dominant position there. Ogle just completely dominated them. Managed to stay on top, softened him up with a few punches. There was a lot of good takedowns in the whole fight here, but I think it's safe to say that, Ogle sealed the deal there with that final round, and the judges are going to see that way as well.
So you think he's going to move on to bigger things, taking on some maybe bigger scalps on the UK or European scene?
Oh, I hope so. Absolutely. I mean, there's definitely room in this cage for him. And Ian Freeman with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, the judges have made a unanimous decision in favour of your winner, Ogle! And ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to your runner-up,